Hello, my lovely Muppeteers. It's good to see you again. And welcome back to the channel. Ricky Gervais. This is from Universal Comedy. I clicked on this one because I love Ricky Gervais. And sometimes I have to indulge myself because I'm a big fan of his. It is tough to find Ricky Gervais stuff that I haven't seen before. But maybe this is one of them. It looks like it's from about 20 years ago. The title here says Ricky Gervais savagely takes down a heckler, but sometimes with these things, their titles can be misleading. But we'll see. If it doesn't happen, then we still got 8 minutes of Ricky Gervais, so I'm happy to spend 8+ minutes watching him because I'm a big fan. So let's see if it actually is a savage takedown of a heckler. So remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. And hopefully this is pretty good. It's Ricky, so it probably is. So anyway, let's get on with it. Here we go.
Socrates said that fame is the perfume of heroic deeds. Fame is the perfume of heroic deeds. Well, it probably was back then. There was no Heat magazine and Big Brother. You actually had to do something to become famous. You were a great scholar or a leader of men. And all the way through history, that was the case. 500 years ago, the most famous man on the planet was Leonardo da Vinci because of all the great things he did. He was a painter. He was an inventor. Oh, go on, mate. Sorry. I can't do one-on-one. It's a big place. In a much smaller room, I'd still ignore you. Shush.
Dude, I didn't hear what the guy said, but I'm just imagining what if the guy said something nice, and he still got called a C word. It's kind of mean, but hey, you're at a comedy show. Stay quiet, I guess. I don't know. It is funny when somebody actually really does try to heckle a comedian and disrupt the show, and then he just gets totally embarrassed by the comedian. But anyway, that was funny. Continue.
Yeah, Leonardo da Vinci. It really annoys me when you hear these people go, you know Leonardo da Vinci? Yeah, he invented the helicopter. No. Yeah. 500 years ago he invented the helicopter. No, he didn't invent the helicopter. Doing a sketch of something and going, this'll fly, isn't inventing anything. I think back then he'd have folded under questioning, so I go, wow, how should it fly exactly? Sir Isaac Newton, most famous man in his day because of all the great things he did. The laws of motion, discoverer of gravity. I was talking to Karl Pilkington. Yeah, he's a different sort of genius though. And we got onto science and stuff, and he was going, who's the best, who's this and that, and I said, well, I suppose Isaac Newton's generally considered the father of modern physics, and he went, what was so good about him? I went, wow, he did the laws of motion. I went, he discovered gravity. Carl went, what? I went, he discovered gravity. Carl went, it wasn't a problem. I went, what? He went, we weren't all floating about, were we? I went, no, listen. No, the story goes, Isaac Newton was sitting under a tree one day, and an apple hit him on the head, and Carl went, why wasn't he at work? On the subject of fame, right? Did you see Celebrity Love Island last year when Bianca Gascoigne said her all-time hero was Callum Best? And we were talking about this the next day with Carl and my other friend Glyn, and Glyn went, Callum Best? But he's only famous because of who his dad was. And Carl went, yeah, but you could say the same about Jesus.
I love how he can just say what Karl Pilkington said, and it becomes a great stand-up bit. But in fairness, I think Karl should do it himself. I don't know. Has Karl Pilkington ever tried to do stand-up? If he has, please let me know. because I would love to see that, even if it's bad. But Karl Pilkington on that Ricky Gervais show, especially the cartoon where they take the podcast that they did and turn it into cartoon form. Oh my God, it was so funny. So funny. Some of the best stuff I've ever seen. And the animation in that is incredible. The people who animated that deserve a lot of credit for that.
Fucking hell. He's got a head like a fucking orange. Oh. But nowadays you can become famous for nothing really, just being famous. You can just go on you can go on Big Brother and be famous. But for what? Well, Kinga, she's famous because in front of 56 cameras on national television, she shoved a wine bottle up her vagina. What do her parents think? When the neighbours came round the next day and went, saw your Kinga on telly last night. Oh yeah, what was she up to? She was up to the fucking label.
Yo! Oh. Dude.
Nadia, first transsexual winner. That record's safe, I think. She went in there for slightly different reasons. Hers wasn't fame per se. Hers was affirmation, really. She wanted to prove something to herself and the rest of the world, and she didn't tell the other housemates she was born a man. She wanted to see if they believed she was a real woman, and they did, to be fair. I remember the blokes talking up behind her back one night, and they were going, that Nadia's a ugly woman. They spotted the jaw and the big hands. Do you know what I mean? It's always the giveaway, isn't it? You can have everything done. You can have all the plumbing done, electrolysis, paint your nails, and do hair, makeup, lovely dress, shopping in Tesco's, whole loaves of bread. Hello. Hello. You've done the difficult bit. Get smaller hands. Doesn't matter from where. Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean? It's just like... Well, they might be odd, but at least they're... Or maybe you can get one and wait for that same person to re-offend. Leave your wallet lying around the town square. Like, got it. Yeah. They still go with a hook out there, don't they? There must be something better than the hook in this day and age. Unless you're escaping from one old ship to another, there must be something better than the hook. You lose your hand, right? You go, what, you have a hook? Carry shopping, that's it. I feel sorry for Captain Hook, because he shouldn't be defined by his disability, should he? I'm assuming his surname wasn't Hook. If your surname was Hook and you lost a hand, you'd go anything but a hook. It's too obvious. Yeah, they went, we're calling Captain Hook. It's an insult, isn't it? It's like calling Stephen Hawking's Dr. Chair. I think the first sex change operation, never been thought of, never been conceived of. You are what, that's it. And yet someone, one day, sitting there and went, I want to change. He went to the doctor and went, Doc, yeah, got an idea. Come on, lose them, will you? Chop them off, pop on a fanny. What? Lose them, pop on a fanny, couple of tits won't hurt, what's the matter? What do you think? And the doctor went, all right. And you have to live as a woman for a year. You can't just go and have it done willy-nilly. You know, you have to think about it, and you come back after a year and go, I'm sure, I want it. I want the change. You're going to make me into a woman? Yeah. Breasts? Yeah. Real breasts? Well, you won't have be able to breastfeed. Vagina? Yeah. Real vagina? Well, again, it won't have a cervix. No. Take a cock, though, will it? What? It'll take a cock. Well, I'll just make it. I don't want to know what you're going to do with it. So, no, it needs to take a fair old cock. Well, I'll leave some room, but I'll just make it. Don't tell me what you're going to do. Yours. No, it's just that I love cocks. Do you? Well, yours will be in the bin in a minute. You can take it home with you.
Oh, God. You can take it home with you. Jesus Christ.
Do you think they take it home with them? I would. Pop it under the pillow for the knob fairy. That must be worth a bit.
Fuck off! Fuck off! I'm just trying to picture what the knob fairy would look like. What the fuck? Dude, somebody's got to draw a picture of the knob fairy. I don't know. Once you do it, though, somehow draw a picture of the knob fairy, send it to me on Instagram, and then immediately burn it and delete the photo after you send it to me. Because I would imagine, like, even if you drew the knob fairy, imagine like having that just laying around, and then one of your buddies picks it up and goes, "What the fuck is this?" I think, actually, I rescind that, because I think I just gave someone a terrible idea, and I don't want them to get in trouble with their loved ones. Don't draw the knob fairy, please. Oh my god, it's probably fucking scary looking, too.
One of the traumas of becoming famous was owning your reputation. It's still the most important thing to anyone, whatever walk of life, in whatever status, whatever you do. Owning your reputation. And I think of all those people that did all that great work, then someone just started a terrible rumour about them. Like Richard Gere. Someone just said one day, he shoves gerbils up his arse. Why would he do that? He was in Pretty Woman. Would he leave the set, go home and go, oh, Julia Roberts is lovely, but I shove a gerbil on the arse. Why would he? And even if he did, how would we know about it? Wouldn't you keep that pretty close to your chest? You know what I mean? What do you do? Sidle up to a journalist and go, keep this under your hat? I like to shove gerbils up my arse. Nervous. Or did the pet shop man phone the paper and go, Richard Gere was just in here and bought a gerbil, so probably going to shove it up his arse?
Oh my god. I never heard that rumor about Richard Gere. I'm going to have to look that up after this. I don't know why. I don't even want to suspect anything about why that was a story. Because that's wild. Oh my god. I love how you talked about Karl Pilkington for a minute. That always makes me smile. But you know what? It happened in the first minute. The title, Ricky Gervais did savagely take down a heckler. But what did the heckler say? I didn't catch what the heckler said. If somebody did, please let me know. But I couldn't make it out. But what if he said something nice? I mean, I guess you still don't interrupt a comedy show. Unless you're laughing at a joke. I don't know. But he did savagely take him down. He called him the C word. So, I'm actually really worried now. Whoever's thinking about sending me a picture of what they drew in their interpretation of the knob fairy, please don't. I don't want you to get in trouble. You're going to draw that and then send it to me and then just leave that laying around the house. And then your significant other or your brother or sister, whoever's in the house, mom and dad, grandfather, definitely don't show it to your grandfather. He's going to think it's satanic. But somebody's going to be like, what the fuck is this? So please don't do that. Wish I could take that back. Anyway, nice to see Ricky again. And yeah, I don't think I've seen that before. So at least if I have, I don't remember it. But good stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. And I will see you again soon. Have a great day and stay safe.